are you doing? Alright, I assume I'm going live, people. I don't know, give it a minute to trickle in and see where it goes. Not sure. Might have to go out and double check. I don't know. I assume with quarantine people, you double check my stream. And you all will be on. Come on. Should be connected. Good, lady, lovely. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Alright. Well, man, this should be live. Why is this not connecting, man? It was supposed to be connecting. Oh, good gracious. Come on, connect. Why is this thing not connecting? Hey, there we go. I think. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Alright, Rich and Aqua Balls. Man, I could never get this crap to connect. Can you hear me live? 3, 2, 1, just say 1. Just making sure. Just say 1 so I know I can hear you. Come on, somebody. Got a lot of neat topics to talk about tonight whenever we get this ball rolling. What's going on? Twin City, if y'all can hear me, just type in the letter or the number 1. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Somebody asked me what are those tanks with, and I'll not be shy. Very easy. But, do I do it regularly? No. I believe water changes is way more important, honestly. For the quality of the tanks. I really do. You know, and the lighting. You know, you got to have the lighting going on. But, let's see if we get more people in here. I would assume if half the world, or USA is under quarantine right now, that we're going to get more viewers. If not, okay, don't panic. Just sit back, mute me, and watch the stream. So let's see what happens. Again, I'm just trying to... I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to freaking electronics. So, you know, forgive me there. Sometimes I think something's going, and sometimes I don't think it's going. But we'll move that over there. Alright. But just going to give a few minutes for people to join in, and I don't know, I got a little list of things to talk about. And hey, Twin City, King Lee, here's one thing. Yeah, you'll win a prize, brother. You'll win your fish back. King Lee, how are you doing right now, man? You know, I mean, with everything going on, everything shutting down, my sales have come to about 0 as far as, foods and other things. We'll get into all that here in a little bit. I just kind of Wait and see who's going to join in. Yes. Thank you, Pam. Run that freaking playlist like you've never ran it to no tomorrow. You know? Create alternate. Create an alternate. You know? And run that list. I've got some buddies trying to do that. I would really like to kind of get that going. I'm not too worried about subs as much as views. Oh my goodness. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm only at 2.5 views. And what do you need? 4,000? I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know? And who knows? Maybe by the time I actually get up there, YouTube won't be a thing anymore, and it'll be, I don't know, the next Facebook or the next, I don't know, whatever, Sitebook or whatever. Who knows, man? Yeah, Twin City, the weather is getting better, but I don't know. I wanted to talk about this tonight. I've got to list of things. I don't know. Are people in fear that the virus, okay, that's all I'm going to call it, can be transmitted in fish water? I've heard a lot of things, and I honestly don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know. So we'll have to go from there. Yeah, I kind of expected a few more people on tonight because everybody must be binge watching freaking Walking Dead or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, whoever's watching, I definitely appreciate it. Here's Donut. Yeah, Pam, I believe it probably is a rumor as far as being able, let's say I've got the corona and putting it in my fish tanks, you know, with my hands. But look at my pantyhose sock here. Look at that. It has cleared up the water quite a bit. Okay? That's just a pantyhose sock with carbon. I'm not trying to plug my carbon at all, people. Not even close. Okay? Because I don't even list it for sale. But, you know, it's got zeolite, and we're supposed to help remove ammonia and premium grade carbon. But that tank was so filthy, if y'all watched any of my last videos, that it was virtually cleared up, and I believe it was simply due to my mistake, not enough water in there. Not enough airflow for as many fishes. I mean, let's be honest. Man, that's a lot of fish to have in a 20-gallon. Okay? There were twice as many. You know, so I don't know. We'll kind of go from there. Hey, Tiffany, how you doing? So we'll kind of move it back in here. I did have, I want to say some fry in this tank. Oh, there we go. We're still trying to. There's a good picture of the mint. Well, it was. Little females. I'm going to call these a platinum Isis. You can still see the one male up there. Still trying to keep these guys going strong. And that's going to be very hard to see. But I've got long ribbon fins in there. Short ribbons. Those are half black. I'm going to call them pastels, maybe. Not really sure. So we'll kind of keep going on, baby. Keep going on. A foster puppy? Well, there you go. That'll keep you entertained at home. How many of you all are self-quarantined or quarantined by nature because you don't have a job, you know? And the bad part is, this is going to affect the hobby all the way through. Okay? There is no freaking doubt. I saw a recent report of, oh my goodness, some idiot, some type of fish medication he had. Y'all probably seen this on the news. That Donald Trump said this certain chemical would possibly cure or help prevent, the virus. And normally the chemical, I wish I had wrote it down. I'm an idiot. I'm looking on my cheat sheet. No, of course I didn't write it down. But the chemical is kind of like any other chemical that we get in our fish tanks, right? It's just, I don't know, it could be, whatever, erythromycin or whatever, but I'm not very good on the technical names of what's in the freaking chemicals. But he sold it, they would normally sell for about $15 on eBay, and he was sold it at $400. Those people need to be prosecuted and shot on the spot. If you're going to try to price gouge, and besides, I know for a fact there are many, many people, and I've seen this for years, that go to dog chemicals, cat chemicals, even fish, to try to help antibiotics because it's 1,000 times cheaper. People, if you don't know the freaking dose that you're doing and what you're trying to cure, I'm not sure that's a good thing. That's just me personally. Yeah. Okay. It was 40, you said. Now over 400. Okay. Well, it was that one medication. Now, last night I went on eBay just for curiosity, and certain things like erythromycin or any of the fungal cures or any of that other stuff, none of that has gone up. Okay? I think it's just simply because one person, well, it was said by the president, and I'm not getting into politics, I really don't care, that whatever the chemical was, it was a possible, cure-all. So, well, everything, dog food is not for human consumption there, or cat food. Can you eat it? Probably. King, I don't know. Man, if it's the end of times, you're probably going to eat anything you can. Whether it's for human consumption or not. I don't know. It's just old Mutt Guppy tank there. I'm just trying to fill some time in here. Really thought more people would join, to be honest with you. But whoever's along for the ride. Well, that saying, oh my God, I don't even want to go there. I do not want to go there. Because those people get what's coming. And the hand sanitizer guy, if I'm not mistaken, I believe today or yesterday the feds came in and confiscated all his goods or he gave them away. I don't know. If you have no freaking morals about you, none whatsoever, well, I don't know. I don't know how people like it operate like that stupid, who was that Pharma Bro guy? He raised, what medication was it? Was it AIDS or something or another? He raised it like 2,000%. Pharma Bro, Skinkle or whatever. Well, he's in prison now. You're going to get what's coming to you. You're going to get what's coming to you. That's all that freaking matters. Now, this tank, not much going on in there. I'm trying to get the blue Moscows back, but with Hawaiian blues. And like I say, I may have made a mistake and added a couple purple Moscows in there to try to get them back. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I know about a week or two ago, and I've changed my mind. Okay, and I'm not necessarily changed it 100%, but here's what I will say: the coronavirus is probably no joke at this point. Okay, my original interpretation of it was by looking at all the past diseases, whether it was SARS or, well, I'll say diseases, I mean viruses, SARS and, what was it, the pig flu before, or whatever it was, and all the way back, I didn't think this was as big of a deal, but the fact is, elderly people are very, susceptible to it. I don't want to get into a whole lot of it, okay? And maybe it's more of a big deal than I thought. What made me kind of realize that, was I was on, Corvus Oskin, whatever his name is. He runs basically live chats, never does videos, never. I kind of made a comment on there, aren't we letting this to be more of a big deal than what it was? And his comment was, no, this is very serious. Well, from his point of view in Washington, where thousands have got it, absolutely. I was thinking at my point of view in Louisville, Kentucky, only 19 people have tested, but the other day one person died. So, what if I caught it, and let's just say I'm in decent health, right, and I don't quite, I get over the symptoms quickly, but what if I brought it to my mom, or what if she got it, spread it to one of her elderly friends? So, yeah, it probably is a way bigger deal than I thought. Here's a story, and if none of y'all heard this already, I went to the store, Kroger's. Now, a lot of y'all probably don't have Kroger's. You got Piggly Wigglies, or Winn-Dixie's, or Trader Joe's, or whatever major grocery chain you have. Maybe Walmart, if you consider that a grocery chain. I knew they opened up at 7 o'clock this freaking morning, right? So I drove to Walmart, Kroger's, at 7 o'clock this freaking morning. My God. There were already 100 some odd cars in the parking lot. They hadn't even opened up the door yet. And I thought, I'm going to say it, oh shit, here we go. So, I had a huge list of things to get. Let's just say I had to scratch off about 60% of the list. I was lucky to find a gallon of milk. There was no meats whatsoever the first time I went to the store, right? Because everybody was hoarding. Even though they have limits, I don't know how that works. Can you control the cash register and say, hey, you got 5 pounds of burger, you got to put one back, and I'm going to store it right here underneath my desk where it gets lukewarm and put it back in the refrigerator? I have no freaking idea. Hey, Chewy, how you doing? Anyway, I'm ranting right now. So, I had no idea how it all works. So, I went through the whole store, got what I could. There was no toilet paper at all. And again, I'm not panicking, okay? I've got a 12 roll out in the garage, but I'm thinking, my God, if this thing goes on for some more weeks, I'd rather not have to leave, even though I probably need to get beer here on occasion. But, the less I can do it, the better. So, anywho, at the end of the aisle, they had just laid a pallet of toilet paper down. So I grabbed 2 rolls. You were allowed 3. See, people, I'm giving, right? I'm giving. So Anyway, I grabbed 2 packages, and they had, what, 12 a piece in them or something? I don't know. But, here's what I can't stand. I saw a cart in front of me. What are you doing, buddy? Everybody say hi. Say hi to Donut. He's trying to take over as the next Ginger. See? We miss Ginger, don't we? Yes, we do. But he's trying to take over as the next Ginger. Let's kind of put that right there for now. You can see plenty of airflow. The top tank with the pantyhose is the carbon with the half black reds. And the bottom tank is the half black blues. So I'll leave it in there for a second. Let's see. Gallon of milk, dozen eggs, only like... Yeah, exactly, Pam. People are just... I'm from NC2. New Zealand, I assume. Wow. Well, he licks his butt, so I guess you really don't need toilet paper if you're a cat, per se. I've never tried to wipe it for him, so I have no idea. But it's ridiculous, folks. Like a cart in front of me, I guess as I was trying to say, I lost train of thought and watching this and that. A lady had you're only allowed 3 gallons of milk per purchase. Okay, she had more than that, but my thought is, my God, milk is perishable. How long can you save milk? Well, you can freeze it. I guess, I guess, but how many people, I have a refrigerator in the kitchen with a freezer, of course. I got a deep freezer out in the garage, plus an extra refrigerator that's a normal refrigerator and freezer. I estimated the most I could freeze was 4 gallons before everything was filled up. And of course, I only got 1 gallon of milk. I just do not understand this stuff, people. I don't get it at all. It makes no sense to me. Because even if you got a family of 150 people, you're not going to go through 4 gallons of milk even in a week. And I don't care if it's your freaking chocolate frosty cereal or whatever you got. You're just not. Eggs are perishable. I just, maybe you can take eggs, crack them, and freeze them. You might have me there. It is gross. I mean, everything's gross. But these people are panicking like this is the end of tomorrow. Well, what you got kicking there, Scott? You got a whole grocery store full of crap back here. No, that's just all stupid dry good crap that means nothing. I don't get it. I don't get this panic buying crap. My God, could I find anything in a can? No, I've got to hoard 30 cans of freaking tomatoes. Why? This thing will be, if it's like every other thing that, oh my goodness, like a hurricane or anything else. I mean, it's gonna blow the course, Now, hurricane, that's probably a little worse because, if you're left without electric for 4 months and your whole town got devastated, I get that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting worked up, people. Hey, Salvador, how you doing, buddy? But I just don't get the mass hysteria that is going on. People, they restock every night, okay? Do you have to go in there every single day and take everything? Really? I don't know. What the hell? I'm gonna have to get off the subject because I'm getting worked up, people. So, you know, how will a lot of us survive? You know? Seriously. If any of us are making a living on YouTube, not me, you know, I run a small business. I try to. You know, right there. And I sell mainly fish food. I've had 0 sales in the last 4 weeks, and I respect that. You know why? Because thousands and hundreds of thousands of people are getting laid off. Because you know why? They close down every freaking restaurant, every bar, even, you know, major corporations like Ford and whatever. You know, if everybody's getting laid off or furloughed or, you know, maybe they'll get some money in, you know, unless you're a dedicated fish keeper, you're not going to be buying premium fish food. Okay? It's that freaking simple. You're not. You know, you're not. You're going to go to your local Costco, your local freaking PetSmart. You're going to get well, there probably won't be a ton of fish food left. Thank God I've got some boxes over there with about 20 pounds of fish food in. A little bit more generic, but I can get through this. You know, it's just, it's screwing everybody, man. It's just screwing everybody. Fish meds. So, you know, I spoke upon this earlier, and man, those boys, I'm telling you, those will be sellers when they're done. You know, they will be sellers. And I won't keep y'all in here for too much longer. I'm sure you got way better things to do than let me rant tonight. I'm just a little bit miffy about everything. But you know, fish medications, you know, what if, heaven forbid, any of the other fish medications that, you know, they say, well, maybe this will help, you know, copper sulfate or whatever, and then, bam, you're out of methylene blue or whatever, you know. But, yeah, could you imagine taking a bottle of any of that stuff and chugging it? Really? People are just freaking idiots, man. You know, they panic for no freaking reason. And I'm not saying this is not anything to be worried about. It is. It is an epidemic, okay? But let's not lose our flippin' freaking minds, people. We don't need to go out and buy 45,000 rolls of toilet paper to last until 2022 or 30. You know, let's just get through this. Calm down a little bit, soak it in, and just kind of deal with it, man. I don't know. And like I say, I did bring this up earlier. Again, I've seen it on fish channels. I've seen it elsewhere. And some of y'all said no. Let's hypothetically say someone wanted to buy some of these fish. It's getting warmer. You know, getting way warmer, you know, and it might be possible to ship some fish, you know, like, look at those gorgeous guys. Those are mutts and mutts and mutts. Look at that little guy at the bottom there, you know, with that little guy. That was originally a purple type Moscow. They got a little red in him, you know. Some of you guys would like to have some jacked up looking fish. You know, I don't know. I freaking don't know. And if I could ever lower this camera down, people, there's a lot more fish to be seen. You know, but I don't know. I can't lower it down. It's too much of an effort. So, you know, are we 100% certain that if I pack these fish up in bags, well, that whole cart full of bags and shipping materials and everything else, 6x16 bags, if you're on a ship, get those, man. Seriously, if you're serious about shipping, 6x16 is the best bags to go. You can fit 3 in a freaking medium flat rate box. As long as you don't stuff them too full. If you're going to go in a small, a very small box, not even a flat rate, like a 7x7x6, you probably want the 4x16s. As the longer the bag is, the more air you can get in there. And before you put it in the freaking box, after you styrofoamed it up, at least you can kind of know how much air to put in there so you can get the top lid on. Alright? So we'll go from there. I don't know. I don't know, people. It's just every market in the U.S. and probably worldwide is gonna get screwed, man. The longer they shut everybody down, the longer people cannot make money. There you go. Whoops. I need to tighten that lock nut down. Then the longer this is going to screw us, I've been at this for a while. Many thank you notes. I've got Christmas cards and everything else I can't even possibly put up. Just thank you notes, on people and fish. And, this is a great freaking community. It's going to be very hard for all of us to go through and deal with. So, again, I don't want to keep y'all in here too much longer. Does anybody have anything to say or add? Please do. I could use, I don't know what we're going to do, people. I really don't. I wish I knew. But there's so many beautiful people in this freaking hobby. I mean, look at this. That's an original MTA. Multi-tank addiction deal there. I believe Chris, I think is his name. He painted one of my guppies, man. It sent it to me for free. It's just, there are amazing people in this freaking hobby. And, I don't know. I also wonder about, Corey from Aquarium Co-op. I don't know. Is he going to have a major downfall? Because 90% of his business, I believe, is shipping dry goods. I have a ton of dry goods. I can't freaking sell them. But, I have a ton of dry goods. Plenty. Airlines, everything. Well, I knew that would happen. I didn't lock it into place. There's cholla wood. Look at all this fish food. I am stocked and ready to go. But, I can't sell them because nobody's buying right now. So, I don't know. Y'all got to tell me something. Yes, you new people are joining. That is pantyhose with carbon in it. Well, carbon with, what's the name of it? Zeolite, I guess. It helps remove ammonia. Because, again, had a tank crash. The one good thing, the horrible thing about this tank crash. Hey, Pet Sonics. Diego, you need to get... I responded to your email, buddy. And this might be a bad time in the economy. But I did respond to your email and said I would help you out on ordering wholesale for you. And that's all I'll say on here. For a certain product. Or products. Get back with me. Let me know if you're still interested. Again, this might be a bad time with the economy going. But, I don't want to mention anything else. But I did send you an email about a week ago. Hadn't heard back from you, buddy. I know you had... Well, I won't get into details. But anyway, I did send you an email. So, get back with me if you can. And we'll go from there. Because I'm not so certain I want to order a whole order at wholesale at this point because nothing is selling for me. Nothing. But anyway, we've kind of recovered. Let's get a better picture. Now, I busted this light out. This is not my normal light. Normally, I use a here's what I use normally. Okay? I use Philips desktop lamps, 100 watt. Okay? 1600 lumens. And you want right there. Hold on. Got my hand backwards. 6500K. If you're trying to grow plants. Well, there's not many plants in there, Scott. Well, I know that because I sold a bunch of it off about 8 weeks ago. And then my tank crashed, so I've not had them, growing back. So, anywho, that's what I was trying to do. But obviously, there's a lot more plants. But Diogo, I think you kind of heard me, didn't you? Make sure you send me an email back, buddy, if you want to try to work out a deal on what you was trying to do, and we'll go from there. Chewy saying hi to Diego. Teresa Cookie. Teresa Cookie? Is that your real name? Who knows? Who cares? What are you doing? What are you doing? He gonna get on top of the tanks. What are you doing, Donut? What are you doing? Oh, Donut trying to come down here. I got those lights. Keep in mind, every single... Now, desktop lamp is from Walmart. I believe those are, what, $5, $6, $7? I got those from Home Depot. That's where you want to get those lights. Specifically, make sure they are the Philips 1200 aluminums, 6500 watt daylight bulbs. That is what grows these freaking plants for cheap. Or low cost. Okay? But specifically, that's what you want. No, we're out of focus. Oh no, focus in there, baby. There we go. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, Home Depot, and I believe you get, they're, now they're not, what are they? Crap, hang on. Now these are CFLs, okay? Again, one more time, let me flip this around here so you can see it. Now, it only uses 23 watts, even though they're 100 watts. And I even use them on the 10 gallons and the 20s. Now, I don't know how effective they would be much deeper in that. Those are 20-gallon talls. 1,600 aluminums. Estimated $2.77 a year. And again, make sure they're 6500K. Okay? These have worked well for me, way better than any other light bulb I've ever used. I'm just trying to do it on the cheap if you're doing multiple tanks, you know? But obviously, if you had something like this, you could probably just do a strip of some type across all three of them. Of course, you'd have to remove the strip, every time you wanted to feed the fish. Well, or at least the way I've got it, So I have to, to feed the fish, I got to move this, lift this up, yada, yada, yada. Now, if you had a sliding system, that might be a different story. Used to you, but this is what's worked for me. In all these tanks. And it grows them pretty quick. fairly quickly. Hit that like button, Diego says. Hit that freaking like button. Only 5 likes. Googly moogly, 38 minutes in. Come on, people, give me some love. I'm spreading my heart out here for you all with all this stuff. Giggly moogly. What are you doing? Yeah, that kind of, let's see. Yep, I'm looking at my cheat sheet list. And I always do this, because what do I do with my cheat sheet list, people? I stick them on the furnace. Oh, there's a nice cheat sheet right there, people. If you're using C-Chem Prime to dose per gallon, it tells you how much to dose per gallon. And one cool thing I got hundreds of these. Pipettes. And all these are marked, at 1, 2, and 3. And I believe that's a half right there. So, I know this is not C-Chem Prime, just what I have handy. I simply put it down there, squeeze it up, and when I'm doing water changes, keep in mind, it says pretty strong. 3 milliliters of 30 gallons. Well, guess what this is? That's a 30-gallon trash can. Well, 33, technically, I don't fill it up all the way. And as you can see there, easy way to fill it up. I had a friend of mine put that in for me. And then I just had to dump 3 milliliters. You don't want to overdose that stuff. Because, man, Prime's kind of expensive, people. It's not very cheap. At all. Come on, focus, man. Focus. What is going on? Huh. Alright. Let's see. That's about it. Another thing I would always tell everybody. Man, make sure you have a freaking API test kit if you can. It would save so much time. Get back up here, Ginger. You get back up here, baby. We missed the baby. Yes, we missed the Jin. If y'all see my old videos, that's her. I had her made into a pillow. Oh, bless her heart. But, hey, there you go. Okay, cookie. There you go. All right, thanks, man. Alright, I had no idea. Well, people, I'm boring the hell out of y'all probably at this point. I don't really have any more to talk about. So, let's say any questions here in about the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to shut this thing down because I'm sure somebody comes on after me. I don't know who, honestly. I'll have to go check the calendar. And if any of y'all know the calendar, there is maybe somebody can help me out here. There's a website on Facebook called Fish Tubers, I believe. And almost see if I can join it, I think. I was one of the original OGs, if you will, one of the original members. I think anybody can join it, and there's a calendar that our guy from Canada puts, what's his name? Come on, Scott. I am so bad with names. Anyway, he runs the whole thing. It'll show every night throughout the week on what any fish tube channel that he knows of, what time they go on, what time they go off, who comes on after that. I believe Tuesdays and Mondays are the most busiest. So you'll have to kind of just check that out, if you will. And go from there. I can't believe I can't think of his Mr. B. I don't even really know his real name. But it's Mr. B. I know he runs a channel, and his wife does, and I believe they're from Canada. But yeah, the fish tuber, I don't even know, it might be called fish tuber notifications, but check out fish tuber on Facebook. But every night he'll pin the list at the top. Bless his heart, man. He sent me a Christmas card last year. And I did a video on him about a month or two ago. As part of my top 5 featured fish channels. And some of you are coming up. I think Pam might be on that list. I believe I've already done Pet Sonics. I featured him a month or two ago. I believe Pam will be coming up. I think King Lee, I believe. I may have already done him. I'll have to check. I already got a list. But I'll do the top 5 that I like each month. Anyway, I'm yapping on and on and on. And I'm getting tired of standing, honestly. So, no one else has added anything in here. And that's cool. That's cool. So, I don't know. My original goal, I mean, what I do when I ship fish people, it is, it is always May through November. Because what I wait for across the United States is the lowest of the lows hit 50. Okay? I've had success shipping even to Arizona when it gets 112 in August on the front porch, as long as people, get the fish. So hopefully a lot of this crap will simply have blown over by then. Okay? Go Steelers this year. Alright. Alright, well, I want to thank each and every one of you. I'm not taking up any more of your time. But most Fridays I go live, let's have nothing to talk about. And if I don't have anything to talk about, sometimes he does. No, Donut? Quick story. Any of y'all don't know this. How do you get the name Donut? Well, I went to a rescue shelter, like I do all my animals. I recommend that really, really highly. And I feel bad. I feel bad on one form, I feel bad on the other. Out of all the kittens I looked at, he was not my first choice. He wasn't even my second choice. But when I got the kittens out of the cages, my first and second choice, they were all over me. I mean, like climbing on my neck and putting claws into me. Now, I don't care what you all do, okay? I really don't. If you declaw a cat, I'm not going to judge you, okay? I don't believe in declawing, but they absolutely tear crap up, okay? I've got a couple couches in ruin because of clawed cats. It's just me. But anyway, I would have preferred my first two choices were affectionate, but not literally trying to claw and grab at my chest and grab on my neck. So anyway, the 4th or 5th, I hate calling them cages. Maybe they're just habitats. Okay? I looked into, there were 2 brothers. One was named Duncan, and guess the other was named Donut. At the time, because I had Ginger still alive, bless her freaking heart, I felt she couldn't handle 2 kittens because she has a hard enough time with Zorro, who's still alive. Because Zorro's always kind of not mean to her, but kind of a bully. So I decided to only get one of them. I wish I'd gotten both brothers, but I brought Donut home, and I don't know how or why, but him and Donut made an immediate bond within about 2 weeks. They were best of buddies. And Ginger just kind of stayed out of the territory until she passed away. She kind of would come down to see the boys, but then when they looked aggressive, she'd run upstairs. Most gentlest, sweetest cat ever. She would lick me to sleep at night, my hands and everything else. Just freaking adorbs. Wait. No, I did a video. Don't use stuff like adorbs. I'm sorry. Adorable. Yeah, I hate that. Buy my merch. Buy my merch. It's adorbs. Yeah, I'm so like those idiots. All right, people. Thank each and every one of y'all. God bless you. Stay safe. Thanks again so much for sticking along for the ride and actually watching this stuff when it's boring as all get out. When I didn't really even have a topic, honestly. But love each and every one of y'all. Hang in there. I should be back next Friday. I plan to kind of keep doing this as long as I'm inspired. But stay safe. You know, trying to unsocialize. Of course, the cool thing about unsocializing is most of us fish nerds already do that. Me included. I don't like people. I hate to say that. I'm unsociable. I'm an introvert. You know, and the further I can stay away from people, the better. I just don't care for it. But thanks a lot again, everybody. You know, Teresa and Pam and Diego and everybody, King Lee and everybody else watching. All right, I'm out of here, baby. Y'all have a great one. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of y'all. Later.